Hey everybody, welcome back to today's episode of Wax Nostalgic. It is New Year's Eve, the final day of 2024. So what I wanted to do here is as I've been watching other people do their countdowns and things at the end of the year, I wanted to kind of join in. And so for anybody that is new or doesn't quite know, I returned to the hobby this year after 30 some years. So, like 91, 92 ish was when I stopped. And it has been incredibly enjoyable. Um, I've met some awesome people in the YouTube card community, and it has just been really fun getting back into the hobby. And so, what I wanted to do was kind of show my 10 favorite cards from my collection as it stands at this point at the end of 2024. So I started picking up cards again and getting back into it in June. So this is 6 months. So this is going to be a very humble show off of my 10 favorite cards, but it's exciting to see, and I kind of wanted to document this to kind of see where I'm at next year. What are my favorite cards at this point next year, and kind of documenting how this return to the hobby has gone. So I really wanted to try to put these in like a countdown, but I just really had a hard time picking and choosing. So this is going to be in no particular order, just cards that I really enjoy from my collection that have some meaning to me, or that I just really enjoy. So this is certainly not based on any sort of monetary value. It is a very humble, low budget collection, but it's stuff that I really enjoy, and I wanted to get it out there and share with all of you. So, what I'll show off first here is something that I pulled here on the channel from a pack, and it is my 2023 Heritage Corbin Carroll autograph card. So this is rookie card. He won Rookie of the Year that year. So this was a very, very exciting card to pull. So it was nice to actually do it like on the channel and people could see. So 2023 Heritage Corbin Carroll on card auto. So really, that was really exciting for me to kind of pull that. All right, next up was an incredible gift from my brother-in-law. Right at the beginning of this, he got me a great gift, and it's really meaningful because as a kid collecting in the late 80s and early 90s, this was an incredible card to have, and it was also my first graded card. So he picked it up for me, and it was a really incredible gift. And so it's the 89 Topps Traded Ken Griffey Jr. and a 9. Just such an awesome thing to have in my collection, and little kid me deep inside was pretty stoked for that. All right, and then let's see, next up was something that I've picked up fairly recently, but is a card that even as a kid has just always kind of caught my eye, and I never thought I would be able to like have a card this old. And it's just really striking card, and it is the 1960 Topps Duke Snider. Just really great design, just a really great shot of Duke Snider. I don't think he has many bad looking cards. Just really nice. Really cool to pick this up, and that was a recent pickup. And then next up, to kind of go along with something else that was a fantastic gift, really meaningful gift from a coworker whose father used to have a card shop. And so we got to talking about cards, and I had mentioned a card that was kind of a personal grail for me, especially, connecting with my inner child, because having stopped collecting in 91 and then just picking up in June of this year, like, kind of the things that I wanted as a kid are still the things that I want now. And I'm sure that that will evolve and change as I continue to collect and grow in the hobby. But he gifted this to me, and it just really means a lot. And that's the 74 Hank Aaron Home Run King. He actually gifted me the whole little subset, but this card was something that I really couldn't imagine having as a kid, and just really, really means a lot. And it's an iconic card. It's a great looking card, and so that was fantastic. And then next up was something that was quite unexpected. I picked up a couple months ago, I guess now. One of the first times I went to a card show. There's a local card show in my area, and it's actually pretty nice. Good size. They hold it monthly, free admission, so it's awesome. And there were a couple of these cards laying there, and this was not something that was even remotely close to close to being on my radar. Sorry. But I saw them, and I was mesmerized. And so I asked the dealer. I said, how much do you want for these? And he was just like, just give me $10. And I was like, yes. And now I've found that I have fallen down a bit of a rabbit hole, and that is a 48 leaf boxing Arturo Godoy. And there's nothing crazy significant about this card, but I love the look of this 48 leaf. And there's something, I'm not a boxing fan. Like, I don't watch boxing, but there's something about old boxing cards that really speak to me. And so this is something that I want to pursue more of. And so I don't know, like, I find myself just looking at this card quite a bit. The other card that it was with was a 51 Burke Ross boxing card that I really like as well. But there's something about the square card, the size, the colors, just the treatment that this card got. I don't know, really, really striking. So I definitely look at 48 leaf boxing cards quite a bit. All right, and then moving on, at the same time I picked up this Duke Snider, I also picked up this card, which is another card that just speaks to me, from an amazing player, and that is the 68 Sporting News All-Star Roberto Clemente. Just a great looking card. I love this design. I love the burlap. Clemente, there's nothing I can say about him that hasn't already been said, but just an amazing player. And anyway, it's one of those things where just being able to have one of his cards in my collection. This wasn't my first Clemente. I picked a Clemente up, his last card, a couple months maybe before that, but this is a stellar card and something I'm very proud to have in my collection. And then next we have another gift from my brother-in-law, who has just been very kind to me, and that is the 87 Topps Barry Larkin rookie card. This is my favorite player, and so it was very exciting to receive this. And like, I love having it on my collection. I like having it displayed so I can look at. Just a great player and awesome rookie card. And then kind of to go along with that, and this is something that's a little bit different, but I love kind of custom cards, people that create their own cards. I think that's really cool. I like art cards, so like the Project 70 cards from Topps, those kind of unique designs. I really like those a lot. And so there is, and I've mentioned before, an artist, a graphic designer out of Michigan that bought the rights to the old Sporting Life magazine name, and so he puts out cards once a week, and you can get them. And this one I just recently got a couple weeks ago, and it is a holiday edition, Barry Larkin, and the back's amazing. These cards are very cool. He puts a lot of work into them. They're thick, they feel very lived in. He puts wear on them. And what's also cool is this is a 1 of 1 that he did. So, you know, the Christmas, the back, like, so there's only one of these. And so I was praying that I was going to get this card at auction, and I got it. And I'm very stoked to add that not only to my Barry Larkin collection, but to my collection of this artist. All right, and then next we have, again, another PC favorite guy that I collect, and really sometimes can bounce between my favorite, you know, and that's Eric Davis and this 2023 Topps 35th Anniversary Edition on-card auto of Eric Davis. You know, a favorite player. And from my first set that I collected was the 88 Topps, and to find, you know, to get it in this 35th Anniversary 88 Topps edition, I saw this and I got a good deal on it from my local card shop, Gem City Collects, and this is something that I pull out and look at very frequently. So I'm not a huge autograph person, but I might be for Eric Davis or Barry Larkin or certain ones. So there we go. And then last is a card that is by no means great, at least great in the traditional sense, but it is, in my opinion, hilarious. And this is one of the first cards that I saw on another channel where I uncontrollably was like, I have to have one of those cards. And there weren't many of them out there. And so a shout out to a favorite channel of mine, Dime Box Discoveries, who puts out great content, shows off all the things he gets out of the bargain bins at card shows. And I was getting ready for work one morning and just had one of his videos on, and he showed this off, and it just made my morning to see this card. And I had to immediately, like, kind of stop what I'm doing, risk the chance of running late to work, and pick this card up on eBay. Luckily there was 2 copies on eBay. They're cheap. And that is this 88 Pro Cards Cubby Bear. I think it's the Iowa Cubs. But gosh, yeah, Iowa Cubs. Look at that. I love that, like, the image isn't even serious. Everything's a little bit off. His eye is just really wild. Narrow shoulders, like, just scraggly fur. Oh, this is just an incredible farm team card. The mascot looks a lot better now, but this like just brings me joy to look at. if you're having a bad day, and just pull out the 88 Iowa Cubs Cubby Bear card, and you'll have a good laugh. So, again, that's my 10 favorite cards of my collection at this point, closing out 2024. And I just want to thank everybody who has joined me in this little journey of mine, and for your support and comments, and also for your inspiration that you give me when I see your incredible videos and your amazing cards. So again, thank you. Have a great and safe New Year's, and I will see you next time.